particular segment right here is WhatsApp. So right now we have a legend in our midst, a veteran actor. Okay, so I'm just going to do a brief reading of his profile so you get to know who he is before I properly allow him to do the honors. Okay, so Tommy Afolabi Oyewole can safely be described as one of the veteran actors in Nigeria, trained, committed, devoted, and passionate about his craft. He is a top member of Actors Guild of Nigeria, AGN, staunch member of Association of Movie Producers, AMP, Indigenous Movie Makers Association, IMAM. He has attended many related trainings, workshops, and seminars in different institutions. Tommy Oyewole has played major roles in most grade A films and TV series. This includes King of Boys, Wives on Strike, October 1, Tinsel, Hotel Majestic, Papa Ajasco, Super Story, Family Ties, to mention but a few. He has also modeled in different TV commercials, especially for the telecoms. He has appeared in many music videos with major music artists. Please let's welcome Tommy Afolabi Oyewole. You're welcome, sir.
Welcome to the show, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Afolabi.
Good morning.
Oyewole.
How are you, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How have you been?
It's my pleasure to be here, and I give God all the true glory.
May I state this morning that you are looking exquisitely beautiful. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the compliment. But if I have my way, I wouldn't approve the two of you
Why is that?
to be my host and hostess.
Why? Give us reasons.
For God's sake, look at my size. Yeah? You are Kata Bridge, she's Todman Bridge. You want to swallow me? It's all good now.
Haven't you heard of the words, there's beauty in diversity? It doesn't see.
If you are saying diversity, it should be one of my moderate size and the other one a little bit on the other level.
That's why we're here to carry you. You know,
You don't carry me over. Am I a note?
the famous words of MI in his song titled Brother. He says, you will always be my brother. If you fall, Nami go carry you. So if someone like you falls,
Okay, if any of you fall, you can
carry her. If she falls, she will carry you.
Suppose two of you fall. Who have you carried?
Two of us can't fall at the same time. We are not Folashade now.
Okay, so you're welcome, sir. You're welcome,
sir.
sir. So let's go to the business of the day.
Thank you.
All right, sir. So we want to know when and where did it all begin?
That's a question.
Big question.
I don't know if you will be able to endure the lengthy explanation.
Please
go ahead.
Please go ahead.
Beautiful. You see, from the inception, I am from a family of entertainment.
Okay.
You understand? There was a period, one of my cousins was King Sunny Ade's second set.
Wow.
Abe City. They call him Abe City. If you look at his face, you see this mark.
Okay.
All my father's lineage have this mark. I don't know the reason why. I can't ask because I don't know why they are putting it there. All of us have the mark. You understand it? He passed on about 15, 20 years ago.
God rest his soul.
Amen. Yes, to the question proper. The entertainment has been part and parcel of each and every one of us. If I do not go into this career, I don't know what would have become of me. Why? Because everything about us, especially me, is acting, trying to sing, trying to drum. Now, when I gave my life to Christ, I became a member of the drama ministry. So less than a year or two thereafter, I was made to be the drama leader.
Wow.
I have been a drama leader in Niger State when I was in Mina and even in Lagos. What now happened was one day I went to church. Anytime I want to serve my God, I go very early, very, very early, because if I am serving you, I'm working under you, and I keep to your time because you are paying me salary. Yeah. I have to give the best of my service to that one who is giving me the hair and breathing. So I devote time. Anytime I want to go, I go very early. I was the first in the church, and when I got there, I had a voice. Anytime I'm saying this, I feel as if I am not normal. Honestly, because it's unbelievable. I heard a voice saying, a cabo drama leader, that means welcome drama leader, you know. And without even wanting to know where the voice is coming from. Now we begin so, yeah. And the voice said, he's even responding. Why won't I respond? Am I not the drama leader? Yeah. Okay, tell us, when last did you do drama in this church? And I responded, I am the one that reformed the story. I will refer the story to the Bible. I will print, I will type and print, photocopy, bind it together, share it to my members. But when it is time for us to rehearse, I won't see anybody. And that's a very good excuse. Well, I'm not concerned about your members. I'm concerned about you. What can a tree do in the forest? Anyway, you are going to present a drama today. I just waved that voice off and I turned. Wow. As I was leaving, inspiration started coming. Honestly, I just picked a pen. In less than 15 minutes, I have jotted something that is I never expected. I jotted it down. You understand? I didn't call any of my drama members. I called the church secretary then. Please, you help me to read this when it is the time for the drama. I call another man. You help me to go behind the church. You use mic and say these things. My people, when I finished the drama, the church was on fire. People were rolling on the floor. After doing it, I left. It was around 1 o'clock when we closed. I did the drama around 10 o'clock or 9:30 to 9:45. On my way home, somebody just called me and said, Mr. Tommy, you are very good at this thing. Why don't you make it a career? I said, make it a career. At what age? I beg again. Instead of you to find me contract, let me be supplying you stationery, anything you need in your company. You are a big man in your company. You are asking me to come. I say, at what age? Because I'm talking about something about over 20 years ago now. Wow. You know, I said, am I as old as Mary Paimo, Jide Kosoko, Ogabelu, and Charles Olumo, Baba Agbako? I said, please, you cannot compare a beginner with someone who has been there from the road. It's not possible. I beg, please, let's talk something else. I forgot about it. I went home. About 2 nights after that, I was on the bed with my wife around 11:30. I don't know what brought that into my memory. I said, come and hear what this brother said. He was telling me because of the drama I presented last Sunday. He was telling me I should come and I should try and change the career and become an actor. I said, who does that? And my wife said, why don't you give it a try? There's nothing God cannot do. That's how the journey began.
Started.
I now went back to the man and said, well, what you said the other time, let's give it a try, sir. He now pick out his phone. I didn't know he was a producer.
Wow.
He called. Have you finished that job you are doing? He called the PM. No, sir, we still have about 4 more scenes to go. Please find something for this, my brother. He's coming to your office tomorrow. On getting there, the man said, you are from our AP. I'm sorry, I cannot give you Waka Pass room. I said, what is Waka Pass? It's just a room of less than 5 minutes. I said, sir, it is either now or never. He said I should wait for the next 4 months. So that when they will now put me in a very busy, in a place where I can be visible. I said, no, let me just start from the bottom. That's how it gave me a scene which I played. I played the role of an ESPC officer You understand? And the man I interrogated could not believe his eyes. He said it was when anytime he looks at camera and see that we are on set, that he believes that it's not in EFCC's office. So that's how the journey began.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Wow.
So, alright.
It's a pleasure to be in the studios with you, like we said before, and listening to you tell us your story, how you have evolved over the years, is testament to the kind of man you are.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to ask you this question: how do you get inspiration to interpret the kind of roles you're given? For example, you might be asked to do something that's not conventional, something that's out of your forte, and then they just give it to you and say, see, this is what you should do. How do you jump? You know, when I was in Benson Dowsa University, I was a member of the drama unit. We call ourselves House of Theatre, and there were times when they would say, okay, action. Do you know what we'll say? We'll say we are jumping into our roles. We'll just jump into it and we'll start acting. So those are one of the things that helped to shape how we look at life. So you that have been in the business for over 20 years, you started way back. How do you interpret roles? What are the motivation for the kind of roles you get? And yes, that's what I wanted to ask you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
You see, above everything, I didn't just go into this career because I have somebody that will push me. After the first job, I was paid, was it 2,000 naira then? I can't remember. Because of the person that sent me. I now started looking for auditions, attending seminars, workshops, trainings, and I pay for all of this.
Wow.
Most times I approach him, sir, I am being asked to pay 30,000 naira for this training, and I actually need it so that I can, be up to date. Sincerely, he's not here. He's supporting me, honestly, because after I finish, I'll come and show him the certificate. Skill is good. Talent is fantastic.
Yes, sir.
But most importantly, training. When you combine all this together, if you give me any role as we are here, look at this, what we started when I arrived.
Yes.
You understand? So comical role is the easiest for me. I can make you forget whatever problem you are having if I step into somewhere. Whatever I set my eyes upon will motivate me to turn it into comedy. You understand? So it is easy because over the time I have, even when I'm alone, all I imagine is if this bottle water, they said I should act with it. I start thinking of what I can say, what I can do. You understand? Most times, situation gives you room to know what to do. Because if you are giving me a situation that, please, I want you to do this thing, and this is the moment you give me a situation, I have done it perfectly. In fact, if you ask me to do 4 versions of it, I will get it done, and you will not know the right one to choose out of them. You understand? I have at least about 12 certificates from different workshops, seminars, trainings.
Wow.
You understand? The reason why it's important is that even if you have some skills that you have forgotten, when you attend a seminar, training, workshop, or whatever, it will come back.
True.
You understand? And it's like when they said, once a soldier is always a soldier.
True.
It's not too true. The soldier during the former president's era will not be able to handle the equipment that is available today.
True.
You understand? Yes. The days of Shakabula, you understand, cannot be compared with the days of AK-47.
Right.
You understand? That is why training is very essential. I train and I always make, the only place that gladdens my heart is location. I am always very happy. It doesn't matter how much you are paying me because it gives me joy. And whatever you do in life that is not bringing you joy, no matter the value, is irrelevant.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much, sir. One more question before we'll take a quick break. You've worked with top directors in the movie industry. Which of these directors would you say, oh, this is the best of them all? I've worked with this person. I'm comfortable with this person. Which of them would you say, oh, this is the best?
That question is very tricky.
Very, very tricky.
Tricky in the sense that, trained directors are full of humility. They have listening ears. But you will come across some who will wear arrogance. You understand? Do you want to teach me my job? You want to say, and they say, right washes left, left washes right. See, the script we are reading to act is not being written by a perfect actor. It's a storyteller that writes the script. When I go through the script and I see something that needs clarification, I will approach my director. With humility, the way I will approach you, you will welcome me. You understand? Because I'm not coming as if I know better than you do. Please, Manga, I want you to look at this thing before I act it. When I read this thing, he said, so what's your opinion, sir? I feel we should do it this way. Perfect. That's good. Please do it that way. I trust your judgment. You understand? But not all of them. And you see, it is easy to be able to know all these people. Mere looking at people, you can determine the kind of mood he or she is. Mood determines almost everything.
A lot.
Sir, if you have 100,000 naira on you and your mood is wrong, and somebody comes to you and begs for 500 naira, because of your mood, you may not give it. Now, if you don't have, and you are in a very perfect mood, you can go out of your way to solve such problem. I have worked with several directors. If I start mentioning, I will only mention female because we have more male directors than female. This woman, Oyewole.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Sincerely speaking, anytime I am on her set, I feel like living there for life. She will come like, Daddy, have you been taken care of? Is there anything you need? Can I do this? Can I do that? You understand? It will get your heart. Money is not everything.
True.
If you make a madman or a thug to feel human, he will forget his thugging activities. You understand? Oyewole, then Kemi Adetiba. Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something. When we were shooting King of Boys, I have never met him before. Met her before. You understand? Yeah. But on that set, when they gave me the script, this is the role, I didn't know her. She came to me. Have you been giving me your script? I said, I have it already. This is the way you want it. I was like, who is this lady telling me what to do in this industry? But later, when I now saw her behind the camera, you understand, giving instructions, and I realized, no wonder. You understand? We have quality directors in Nigeria, quality ones. There are mushroom directors who did not go anywhere, but because they have been seeing people directing, they call themselves, okay. No, it is. You understand? All of us cannot. At least I didn't go to university to study theater arts. You understand? But I came from the humble beginning, and I followed due process. I have seen a great deal in this industry, which I cannot be able. Not everything is rosy now.
Yes. It's
not possible. So we have directors, and you see, and it's just like life. There is no way you will be driving a car going like from here to Ibadan. If you do not come across a bend, pothole, bump, your journey is not safe. All these things happen so that you will know that, to shape your mind in your career.
We still have a veteran actor here with us, Tommy Oyewole. Wole. I go learn Yoruba by
Ó
force.
ti dọ̀rọ̀ yàn by force.
Sir, please, we just watched the clip of Fijabi. Please tell us about it.
Yeah, Fijabi is the first movie project that belongs to me.
Wow.
The first. You know, before we go into that, the story of Fijabi, you can hardly see any actor who will be a devoted actor without having side hustle. Acting is good. It's not the way they are painting us on the screen. We are. Don't get it wrong. You can see us in flashy attires, you know. You are only on set when you have a role, or when they call you, or when you are casted for such jobs. You understand? So, Fijabi Jagungbade is a story about all these land grabbers. When you buy land, you are secured. God, thank you, I bought land. Let me go and be looking for money to start gathering bloods and this and that. If you are not careful, that land, before you go back there, somebody is already there working on the same land you bought with good, clean receipt. It happened to me. That's why I put it into.
Oh,
Yes, it happened to
okay.
me.
Real life story.
Real life story. I bought a land in 2010. And I was so happy that I bought a land. And they dig foundation holes. Money no come, no work, no nothing. We are even struggling to pay children's school fees. So how could I abandon my family and go and be developing? I have to develop my family before I develop land. So when I went there about a year, almost a year. Welcome, Baba. Oh, this, you are the owner of this land. Sorry, sir. Your money is ready. We will go return your money to you because we don't want you to feel bad. Otherwise, we'll go and give you another land inside. And where I bought is a corner piece. In fact, it's in the city of that community. I have to start begging. I paid additional half the cost of that land before I could continue working on it. You understand? So all these people, even at that, any big block gets to that site, or brick land, start to mix cement, you see guys come. Follow. You know, all those things. So I now look at it. I say, is this a way of life? These people, they don't know they are trying to striving to gather money to. I now sat myself down with my co-associate producer. We now formed the story. You understand?
Okay.
We formed the story and we were waiting for fund. Then gradually we started it. We couldn't finish it on the art stretch. We had breaks about 2 times before we finally completed it.
Wow.
But to God.
That's good. I love the storytelling.
Honestly.
One of the things I love about being in the same space with people like you, veterans like you, is because you give in-depth analysis and knowledge.
Exactly.
Into,
you see, majority of the stories you watch on air, they are not fictions. You understand? There are some events, occurrences that has happened to somebody. You understand? But there is no way. You see, it is to educate others from falling into such traps. You understand? So,
yes. Now, based on acting, I still want to ask a question.
Yeah.
For example, there's this movie I watched by Bolanle Ninono. It's titled Raising. I think it's a series. It's titled Raising Jobestina. Now, he said that in that movie, for him to be prepared for the movie, because he was a thug, an area boy in the movie, he had to go and research how thugs behave. Meaning he smoked, he chilled with area boys in Oshodi for months. and then when he came and interpreted that role, he won awards for it.
Sure.
Now, I wanted to ask you, have you ever been in such kind of situation? All right, Tom Cruise too.
You are spoken too much. Let me just take it from there. You see, one thing I cherish about my wife is that since we both agreed that I should go into this thing, she does not obstruct me.
Shout out to your wife.
Thank you. You see, most times, if I'm not on set, you will see me in the midst of different kind of people. I go to garage. And the funniest part of the case is that they already know me. When we were shooting one movie at Yanokwaja garage, we were supposed to be disturbed, harassed, but because they have been watching me and I live in that community, in fact, they were spending money for us on the set.
Wow.
You understand? So the most important thing is that you cannot give what you don't have.
True.
There is limit to what you can read on the script and put into action. You understand? You have to mingle with area boy. I don't think there's a rule concerning area boy togri that I cannot handle. You understand? And when I handle it, you will think this man garage, you understand? If you do not mingle with all these people, I love what we have worked together on one or two occasions. Wow. You understand? And he's also a very humble actor. Irrespective of the fact that he's more than 10 times bigger than me, he will still bow, and it's that thing gladdens my heart that some people actually, irrespective of their class, they are from a home. You understand? Because humility is the only key that opens every door. There are places you are supposed to spend 100,000 naira before you get some things, but because of your humility, you may go take it away from there free of charge.
True.
You understand?
Yes,
so I don't think the only things are I have smoked for 24 years. I left cigarettes 1998.
Wow.
I cannot take cigarettes and put in my mouth, even for the fact that I want to act, I won't do it. Why? Because if I smoke, I have to make it real. It must come from my nostril. And if I do, I will not go back and start counting days, weeks, months, years. How long do I know that I have left to live? I have lost roles because I refused to smoke. But I was compensated for my being steadfast. They say, Mr. Tommy, we are going to put you on a poster. You are going to be the very character. You are going to be paid 70,000, and that 70,000 naira was a very 70 or 170. 170 was a very big amount then. I dumped it. I say, I cannot be naked for any reason. And there's nothing I am hiding. But people will say, is it because of money that this Baba is showing his nude? You understand? Then I will not smoke. If you drink beer, nobody knows the configuration.
Yes.
It could be Coke and a mixture of water. You understand? Or Fanta and anything, or Lacasera. So that one is defendable. But smoking and nude, I won't take it. You understand?
All right. Thank you very much, sir. I have one more question I want to ask you before we take a break again. The Nollywood industry, let's say Yoruba and English, they are both the same thing, right? AGN, are they not AGN?
AGN is I think English.
Okay, so Yoruba is which one?
Tampan Nantap.
Okay, let's talk about Tampam. Tampam, right? That's for the Yoruba actors. I want to ask, what are the plans that they have put in place for veteran actors like you? We're not saying you're going to fall sick, because we've been seeing a lot of veterans actors fall sick, and at the end of the day, they come out to ask for help and support, while they have a lot of them that are doing very, very well from themselves. They have an association, they have, the president is doing very well, and others and others. Please, what are the plans? Why are they always coming out to seek for funds, to ask for help every time?
Thank you very much. Let me start with association.
Okay.
I don't think I understand why people feel associations have large purse. The only money association gets is the monthly dues that members pay. If I do not pay, they will not come and arrest me. You understand? But if I tell you how much we pay in AGM per actor in a month, you'll be surprised. It's even easier for me to be paying the due and not attending the meeting. Because from my house to the meeting alone will cost me fuel. If I want to go by public transport, at least I will to and fro will cost me like 2,000 naira. Whereas, because of the situation of the country, our due is less than 500 naira. You understand? Out of this deal, they will see one person or the other that needs one support, sick, house rent, this and that. They cannot be able to pay everything for to get accommodation. They will only support. And when you remove 50,000 naira from 150,000 naira, it remains 100. The purse of the association or guild must not be empty. You understand? My best advice is, as we walk, let us not eat with our 10 fingers. You understand? And let me tell you something. The way people see us on the screen, like I said earlier on, it's not the way we are. If somebody like Anta Laninyo can come on the television and tell you that acting does not cater for a 3 square meal, who am I?
Wow.
Majority of us, we are in this trade because we are passionate
about it.
We are happy there, and it gives us joy. You understand? So what I'm trying to let you know is that association can only solicit for people in case of eventuality. There is no money in any association. You have ever heard that anytime the state or federal government is budgeting allocation, plan to collect 250 million, AGM to collect 300 million, it's not possible. You understand? So I think the best solution to the problem is, as we are aging, we prepare for our own day. A time will come when you will not be able to, the agility to run up and down and rush to location will not be there again. You understand? When you are looking at train people, raise people, so that when you are old, they will not forget you.
Thank you. That's a very, very good advice, sir. Okay, sir. That we are done with your interview, right?
Yes.
So just give the people watching you words of encouragement. The youths of today,
the Gen Zs
that are their direction, we don't even know. They don't even know their left from their right.
Well, on several occasions I keep telling people, let me start from the upcomers. When I say upcomers, people that are looking up to us, they want to be like us, especially female. They should not be too desperate. There is time under the sun for everything. It wasn't the day I started this acting that I rose to this level. I have been going from my house to a location in Agbara. I was not given an accommodation. They told me I am going to spend 2 days on their set. I ended up spending 9 days. And you know one thing? Whatever makes you to be recorded by a camera, you must complete that job. That is why we say the show must go on. People will not see whatever challenges you have. If you start a job, you don't finish it. That man, it will spoil your production. They will not tell them, the production will not tell anybody they are telling that they are the one that refuses to pay you a great fee. You understand? So, ladies, if you want to come into this industry, I beg you in the name of God, just learn, train, and be cool-headed. One of the qualities I have that has taken me this far is my time consciousness. Give me an appointment for 9 o'clock. If I park my car 7:30, I will just be in my car. You understand? You don't envisage that the road will be free. You have to prepare for eventuality. You are not the only one driving on the road. Anything can happen. Secondly, girls, when they go for auditions, I'm sure you know what audition is all about.
Yes, sir.
Audition is for us, it's like calling for interview. I want to employ newscasters. Everybody will come. Okay, I give you this news, this script, read, let us see how you put your diction. Everybody will read. Out of them, maybe you shortlist 3.
Yeah.
Out of the 3, you are taking 1. But when ladies go to audition, they will try and see the people on the high table. I want to collect your number. You collected my number.
Oh, being ring.
Please, sir, don't, you know, if you go to this might go, this one, you will start diverting it in another way.
Oh, being ring.
So,
Okay, you said I should forget about it. I close the chapter of it. You see, let me tell you something. It is important.
Yes.
Because you see, in the every industry, banking, insurance, anything, it is just because we are celebrities. That is why they lay emphasis on what happens in our industry.
Yes.
You understand? There is nowhere that they don't do all these things. There is nowhere they don't do it. But the issue is, majority of our ladies, they are the architects of what they come across.
True.
You understand? They want to say, some will bring money. They will bring the other side. Just because I want to be in that job. They must know. And what do they do? Why do they do that? The moment they become known, it gives them authority, ability to meet people.
thank you very much, sir.